Hi, this is Dwight with the Bug Man. We're here at the Clinton Presidential Library at the Xtreme Bug Exhibit today. They don't have any giant bees here, but there is a large bee that everyone deals with called the carpenter bee. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the carpenter bee today. The carpenter bee. How can you differentiate a carpenter bee from other bees? Well, they've got a little tool belt on with a hammer on it when you look close. No, that's not true. Actually, they look like a bumblebee. Now, a bumblebee will have hair, a little golden hair on its abdomen, and a carpenter bee is shiny black abdomen. That's how you can tell the difference. But the big way to tell is if you see them coming out of a hole like this on any woodwork on your house. Now, this is a 2x4 that I got from a carpenter bee job that was done a few years ago, and then this was on the bottom, and the bee nearly always goes in on the bottom, or sometimes he'll go in on the face of the board. Now, you will see some sawdust on the ground beneath that, and you will also see some pollen marks sometimes. You won't be able to see the hole, but you may see yellow spots that look like pollen on the wall of the house nearby, or the sawdust, one of the two, if you don't hear them in there working. So to show what these bees are capable of, I ripped this in half here to show what the galleries are like inside this board. Now, with their mandibles, they chewed this long hole down this board, if you can imagine that. Now, that is slick in there and is smooth, actually smoother than the saw marks here where we cut this. So what they do is they go in this entrance hole, go way down here and lay an egg, and then put some pollen in there for when the egg hatches into a larva for it to feed on, and then they seal it off. Now, for people that say, okay, why don't we just spray the board? Well, you think spraying across this hole, will actually kill that bee or the other ones from coming out, and it's just not going to work. So typically what you have to do is inject an insecticide in the hole to get to this gallery enough so that you can kill those bees. And they may come back next year. They're territorial. They keep coming back to the same place. It may help to spray a residual liquid across the boards somewhat, but the key is to inject these galleries with a dust and aerosol. There's several things that you can use to get in there. Typically, they do not attack painted wood. Usually, it's either a stained wood, just a bare piece of wood like this, but usually it's not on any painted surface. So it is a drawn out process, 2 or 3 steps typically before you get rid of them, but we do have the methods and the tools to take care of these. This has been Dwight with the Bug Man. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe for more.